Well, where have I been? Welcome back, by the way. Yeah, I've had a couple of weeks off. Sometimes things get to you. And I always say that I have good days and bad weeks, and that's very true. I've been battling a little bit with the booze because of one or two other things, but I'm getting out and about now. I'm trying to walk 5 miles every day, and today is Tuesday. So what is it? Today's bingo day in the Kings in Barrow at the top of Dalton Road there. So if you're going to get in early because it's dead man's shoes in there, I'll tell you. And woe betide if you make a noise while he's calling out the numbers. Yeah, I always say my facial is with Harmy Rejuvenation. And I've been down there and they've moved, so if you want to go there, they are the best around. They've got all the top stuff. You've got to go to Millen. I've contacted Michelle Scroggum, I've heard nothing. I don't know, look, at the end of the day, they're politicians, aren't they? But it was interesting, this new AUKUS thing is going to put Barrow on the map like you won't believe. And even Michelle herself said to me when I went in there, we need an alternative to the A590. And I provided the information with costings and stuff like that. It's a dream and, something it's close to my heart, but give it a try. She's in the right place, don't forget. The Minister for Transport, okay, Defence Minister, everything. I mean, because we're here, we're the centre of the world at the moment, if there was to be a war, I suppose the worst place you could be is Barrow-in-Furness, because they bloody direct bombs and missiles straight at us, wouldn't they? Look, I've been down and I've had to put barbed wire around the back of the House of Lords. Kids were getting in there. Two girls had gotten in there and got caught on some brake ties because they were trying to get round the corner. And so I've had to go down there, put barbed wire. There's big signs saying barbed wire. Please don't let your kids go around there and play. The council left it in a perilous condition. And we've had to go back and pick up the pieces. And I'm trying my best, that's all I can say. In saying that, behind the scenes, things are starting to move. I met with a lady who contacted me, and we had a Zoom meeting. That was down in the old Cook's buildings, which I used to own when it was Sub-Zero many years ago. I sold it to the council, and they beat me down to the last penny. Surprise there, eh? So, Walney Cleaning Services. I've been told to give them a plug. It's my old mate Fergie's girlfriend, Shelley, John Gidney's daughter. Look them up, and they're supposed to be really, really good. Des Johnson keeps saying to me, Rog, get your bloody hair cut and your beard trimmed. Well, I might get it cut this week, and I might trim my beard a little bit. But I can trim the beard myself, but Jackie, round Adonis in the cabin there, she'll do it for me. She always does a good job. I went to a funeral last week, and it really, really got to me, As I said, I have good days and bad weeks. I keep saying this. But this funeral really got to me, and it's been preying on my mind for quite a long time. We weren't bosom buddies, not by a long way, but, knew him since I was about 16 or something like that. Over the beach doing worm burners and kicking the ball, they called it the worm burners. If you could keep it low, great, innit, And and I was looking around the place, and I looked at everybody and I thought, every funeral you go to, all the usual suspects are there, but every funeral you go to, there's one less person there, isn't there, And who's it going to be? Who's going to be next? Might be me. I don't know. I've been out walking, trying to do 5 miles a day with my little dog to try and get better and lose a bit of weight. I wouldn't say I've gone teetotal by a long way, but I've cut down, and I'm quite enjoying it. I got somebody else come to see me as well. In fact, two people have been to see me about the House of Lords and the Bar Continental, and I just feel that something's going to come to fruition fairly soon. Now, I've written into the council and the complaints department, and I think I'm being fobbed off, and I think that people from above are trying to do the best to put me in a bad light. which is fair enough, I suppose. That's their job. I think it involves people at the top. But the Ombudsman said they'll definitely keep a close eye on it, and once they've got the result, they'll investigate. So that should be okay. Now, what I'm going about now, and I thought that people weren't really taking a lot of notice, but the amount of people, well-wishers, that come along and say, Rog, we watch you with the council, we've seen you, they're taking away your car park and blah, 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 blah. Stick in there, Rog, stick in, tell us more, tell us more. Well, I will when that's on, but let me tell you something. Every single thing I've written into the council, every single thing, I don't have one response. I've had one response off the complaints team, but, well, watch this space, but I'm not holding my breath, you know. My two mates have been up there, refugees. Well, not anymore. Well, one of them's got his status now, and the other one looks like he's going to get his over the next few weeks. But the one that hasn't got, it's Selma, I've told you about him. And he's got to go back to Afghanistan. If they send him back to Afghanistan, they'll kill him. He was an interpreter. They'll torture him and kill him. It's a fact. Anyway, it's just a quick one to let you know that I'm all right. And yeah, I've got to go, because if I don't go, I can't come back. And again, the pleasure's been all mine. Bye.